Yeah, you are good.
Do you want me to do the oath?
Sure.
Look
I
at you,
can't
you're
see.
so excited.
I'm having a hard time.
All right. Yeah. I just like Call to order. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which time any business affecting their interest is discussed and acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act and Board of Education Policy 0162, the Board of Education of the Borough of Bound Brook has caused notice of this meeting to be posted in the board office and at Bound Brook High School and mailed or faxed to the Courier News, Bound Brook Borough Clerk, South Bound Brook Board of Education, and any person who has requested individual notice and paid the required fee. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here. Here. Here.
Here.
Morris.
Here.
Stevens.
Here.
Mrs. Romano.
Here.
Mr. Valera. Here. Mr. Fozzie.
Here. As far as president's comments, we're at that point. Once again, getting ready for a school year. That is something that I don't think any of us wanted to have to plan for. So tonight, hopefully we'll have, our final clarity on how we're going to do that. And as a teacher myself, I totally feel how people feel on the other side of the table. So hopefully that we can come to the best decision that we can.
Okay, at this time, we're going to have an executive session at the beginning of the meeting instead of at the end. We're going to go into executive session under number 4, a collective bargaining agreement and/or negotiations related to it. So at this point in time, we are going to go into executive session. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Fazio, second.
Second.
Second, Mrs. Stevens, all in favor? We're going to the vote.
Thank you. All right, so we are,
Real quick, we're gonna make an agenda addition. So you will have to handwrite this in. Under subsection 8, we're gonna add 18.14. Approval, a recommendation for approval to change the in-person schedule from a full day to a half-day schedule as negotiated with the DEA.
and that's 8.1,
8.14,
and that's recommended.
that will be my recommendation. Sorry?
There won't be a problem with the sound.
No.
I meant to ask that.
No. Okay. So we have no committee reports at this time, so we are open to the public for agenda items only.
Patricia
You gotta
O'Reilly.
turn it on, just press the button.
Patricia O'Reilly, 745 Schoolhouse Lane. So Governor Murphy said that not all the recovery plans have been approved yet. So does this mean that it hasn't been approved by Governor Murphy yet?
Our plan is approved.
Oh, so the half-day schedule for all schools?
The full day or half day is not part of the plan, so we are in compliance with our plan. Our plan involves.
Oh, it doesn't involve half or full day?
No, it's just about whatever's put in place to keep things safe. That's what the checklist gets approved.
So it's the recovery and restart plan that was on the website?
Yes.
Okay. So, and I have with that, just wondering if, last time I was at a Board of Ed meeting, you said the cafeterias will remain empty. Is that still the case?
Only one cafeteria may be used, and that may be used for childcare for teaching staff members, children, otherwise they will stay empty.
So that's the Smalley School, that you're gonna have a childcare for the teachers? Smalley School?
I believe that's where we decided to have it, yes.
And then, last time you said that, well, actually, a while, I think it was in July, you said that you were fully staffed regarding teachers. Is that still the case? You're fully staffed for September?
As of right now, technically, we are fully staffed, yes.
Oh, and then last one, you said that 150 students were missing. I'm just wondering if they've been found, and if they've been found, are they wanting in-person instruction? What happens if somebody just recently is found and wants in-person instruction?
If they didn't fill out the survey and they didn't fill it, it would be virtual, and I don't have a status on the 150 kids at this time.
Okay, so it's not 150 though. That sounded like a lot. So,
Okay, one more time. We had 150 kids that we could not locate or had an idea where they were. So we're still in that process. I don't know what the numbers are. I haven't checked with people who are following up with those kids, but I don't know what the numbers are right now. But if any of those are still here in town and they did not fill out the survey, they will have to go virtual only for the first marking period of the first trimester.
okay, that's all.
All right, seeing none, I guess we will.
There are no online questions as well.
Okay, we will go to approval of we will go to the approval of the minutes for 8/10/2020 for the regular meeting 5.1 and 5.2 for the emergency meeting we had last Monday, 8/17/2020. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Stevens, second.
Second.
Of course, I need to abstain from 5.1.
You have 5.1, 5.2, correct?
Yes, we're doing both. Does anyone else need to abstain because you're out?
Yeah. We're not doing the last week's meetings, we're doing the previous.
We're doing both.
Yeah, I have to abstain from the 10th.
As I'm staying 5.1.
Can I get a roll call?
Mr. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Vaughn?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes, for 5.2, staying 5.1.
Noted. Ms. Martinez?
Staying 5.2, yes.
Noted. Ms. Morris?
Yes.
Stevens?
Yes.
Mrs. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Valera?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio, abstaining?
Yes to 5.2.
Okay.
Next, 6, personnel resolutions, district and high school, 6.1 to 6.3. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Ms. Morris, second.
Second.
Mr. Valera, any questions?
Fingers crossed that sports happen.
There's a lot of fingers crossed tonight, I'm
I
sure.
don't have enough fingers to cross all this stuff to go.
All right, can I get a roll call?
Mr. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Vaughn?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Stevens?
Yes.
Skip me, yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Valera?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes. Okay, number 7, personnel resolutions, middle and elementary, 7.1 to 7.4. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Stevens, second.
Second.
Ms. Rusomano. I personally would like to thank Ms. Vescovi for many, many years of service to the Bound School District. It will be sad to see her go.
I know a little boy that's already sad.
Yeah, my son had,
That's your
yeah. So she did a great job, and I wish her well in whatever that next part or chapter of her life.
Absolutely.
Anyone else? Seeing none, can I get a roll call?
Mr. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Vaughn?
Yes.
Mr. Boone?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Morris?
Yes.
Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Valera?
Abstain.
Ms. Fazio?
Yes. All right. Education resolutions, district and high school, 8.1 to the new 8.14. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Valera, second.
Second.
Ms. Morris, any questions?
I had a question on 8.4, the high school manual, the student expectation manual. We were working on the policy for the discipline, and I didn't think that we were totally finished with it.
Yeah, I had the same question.
Are
Are we gonna continue with that, or is that?
Could that still be tweaked? Or is that, now this is the final?
Well, this would have to be the final for the year.
Right,
yeah.
so that's what I'm confused by, because I didn't think
We have
that
to
we saw.
approve, we have to approve it before the start of the school year. So you have to have an expectation manual before the start of the school year approved by the board.
Can you have,
Is there like an?
can it be amended?
You can amend it later.
We can
yes.
amend it later?
All right, so we
Okay.
can amend it.
That's what, I just don't think we saw, right, Mike? I
Yeah.
don't think we saw.
I felt like there was
a final
gonna be
thing, and this
another
was
meeting.
like the last thing we saw, but I didn't think it was final.
Right.
So this could be amended, that's what,
Yes.
I just wanna know that could be amended. Thank you.
I have a question for 8.2 with the, those that are CPR trained. Are we looking at getting more teachers and like the lower grades?
We have a large number of teachers at the lower grades that are CPR trained.
No. There's only like 5 or 6 that are on the list. The
Yeah,
high school had a lot, but the lower grades did not.
we do training in-house, and unfortunately, right now with the pandemic, we're not able to do any training. But once we have the ability to do training, we do all that training in-house.
I have a question on 2.9 for the professional development plan. Seems like there's a lot of, but there's, you know, 2 areas where there's, will there be any, professional development on technology and the use of that, for virtual learning?
Yes, so we are going to be using the Kite learning platform, KYT, and there's a lot of technology training on there. And we'll be building those in as we go along.
I had a question actually on the 814, the added one. Do you have the actual time, begin and start time for each level?
Yes.
What time can you, real quick, so what time they start? The start times haven't changed, right? Is that accurate? Just,
Student, for pre-K through 6, they can start arriving at 8:10. And they will be dismissed at 12:30.
Okay.
Middle school, doors open to students at 8. And they will be dismissed at 12:25. High school, students will arrive, they probably open the doors at 7 at the high school. And they'll be leaving here at 12:05.
The students get here at 7?
Doors open. Doors open at 7.
What time does the students need to?
That's what time students are gonna have scheduled times to come in, to go through their screenings.
Uh-huh.
But first class starts at 7:30, so
Okay.
only half hour.
So
Gotcha.
if we're running a half-day schedule, like the first 2 days of school were half days, so we just, there's not a half day or a half day, right? It's just, we just do our
Right.
thing every time.
Yeah.
Just to
And again, I'd just like to point out that,
Right.
you know, out of abundance of caution, you know, the board is making this decision, not in a box. We know that we built a full day schedule for the kids. We have that full day schedule ready to go. However, you know, talking with the association and talking to the teachers, we do realize that there's a lot of anxiety with the teachers and a lot of concerns, especially about eating in the classrooms, breakfast and lunch. And, you know, not knowing, conditions for transmission of COVID, because they seem to be changing all the time, that it's out of an abundance of caution that we're going through this half day to eliminate the kids from eating in school. So everything will be a grab and go. So we will have breakfast and lunch as a grab and go. We will start the breakfast part probably the day before school starts for kids to come and get a breakfast. And then when they're in school, when they leave, they're going to grab their breakfast the next day and their lunch for that day. So we'll work that out and get some more information out as soon as possible. And again, this is something that we're going to do. We've spoken to the association. The association is amenable to having a conversation sometime in October about seeing how well this is working and seeing if we need to do any modifications or anything like that at a later point in time to the schedule. Oh, childcare. We understand that we are cutting 2 hours out of the school day. We are going to get some information out regarding childcare and issues regarding childcare. So we're going to work with our providers and potentially in-district people as well to see what we can do for childcare. But we will get more information out about childcare as soon as we can get it all together and get a cohesive message out that makes sense and gives parents and provides parents with clear direction on what to do and what they need to do.
I just want to say I really like the remediation time being lengthened. I am a small group teacher and that's what I do. And online, that was like individual and small group, I feel is the most productive last year for me. So I think if used properly, which teachers do, you know, we are all very creative. It really will help with this weird situation we find ourselves in.
So did we get a roll call on that?
No.
Roll call on 8 to 8.14?
Mr. Autry?
You said, no, just now.
She asked me, did we do a roll
Did
call?
we, I asked if we did a roll call, she said.
So you have to do a roll call.
Yeah. Yes on 8-1 to 8-13, no on 8-14.
Noted. Mr. Ball?
Yes.
Mr. Bone?
Yes on 8-1 to 8-13, no on 8-14.
Noted. Munson?
Yes.
Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Morris?
Yes.
Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Belair?
Yes for 8-1 to 8-13, abstain from 8-14.
Noted. And Mr. Fazio?
Yes. All right, now we're up to 9.1. Education resolutions, middle and elementary school, 9.1 to 9.4. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Ms. Stevens, second.
Second,
Ms. Mars, any questions?
just want to clarify again on the 9.2 for the community middle school that we can amend the discipline if
need be.
comes up with something else. Thank you.
Roll call?
Mr. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Ball?
Yes.
Mr. Bone?
Yes.
Ms. Munson?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Morris?
Yes.
Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Belair?
Abstain.
And Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
You.
All right, number 10, special services resolutions 10.1 to 10.5. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Mars, second. Ms. Musson, any questions? Hearing none, can I get a roll call?
Mr. Autry?
Yes.
Mr. Ball?
Yes.
Bone?
Yes.
Munson?
Yes.
Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Morris?
Yes.
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Ms. Romano?
Yes.
Mr. Belair?
Abstain.
And Mr. Fazio?
Yes. 11, finance resolutions 11.1 to 11.3. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Ms. Stevens, second.
Second.
Ms. Morris, any questions?
I just have to abstain from check 36676.
Just out of curiosity, finance-wise, how much extra are we paying for all of this COVID safety measures? Do you just ballpark on that?
All total right now, you're probably somewhere around 400,000. And I went on the cautious side on that. I think that's what scares me is as we go along, we haven't gotten to athletics, there's gonna be more costs for athletics. Just talking with Rec today about some of the things that we need to do on the field, even for recreation and so on. Talking to Jeff Steele and Smith today about transportation. The guidance we got today from the state health department is basically 11 kids on a bus with a mask, social distance at 6 feet, which is contradictory to what we had been told before. I would need probably 5 full-size buses just to bring football team to a football game. That's not including the coaches, right? So, you're looking at the added transportation costs that we don't have there. Are we talking about, again, we haven't got guidance from NJSIA, but are we talking spectators or no spectators? Right now, the pros and the colleges are talking no spectators, but high school, are we talking spectators, no spectators? And if we're talking spectators, then are we talking 6 foot social distancing? Are we talking about their capacity limits to outside? Are we gonna have somebody standing at just like tonight, having a police officer standing at at the door, counting how many people are coming in to make sure we don't go over 25, or we're gonna do that up at the football field. You're gonna do that for soccer games, now we're gonna be paying for an extra cost at soccer games, then we're talking about sanitizing things. As of right now, you can't even use the locker room, so we even got to the discussion about, one of the safety protocols for whether it's soccer or any athletic competition. Thunderstorm comes along, the first thing you have to do is you gotta sequester everybody into the field house, right? Well, now you can't. Where am I putting those kids if there's a thunderstorm that comes along and we're outside in the lightning? So now we have another issue. How do we resolve that issue? Who sanitizes the bleachers? I can go down a litany of things that have ping ponged around in our head as we slowly discussed, the possibility of doing athletics. You factor in, and again, I say this all the time, but the football obviously is the biggest one, but you can even factor in soccer, you can factor in all your sports, okay? Like who's marching all the practice gear every day? If that's gonna be the responsibility of kids, what are you gonna do when the kid doesn't march the stuff when they come to school? Are they not practicing that day? If they didn't sanitize their equipment, their shin guards, their cleats, their football gear, did they not practice that day?
And how do you police that?
Well, you're getting into a whole nother realm,
Well,
so.
thank you for trying.
No, we're gonna try, we're gonna try.
So I think,
Well, we're gonna try and figure it out, we're gonna try and be logical about it, like, we talked about football. Come back to I don't know about everybody else, but I go back to my popcorn days where you had to bring your equipment home every day. So, are we
yeah, we know
talking?
boys are gross, we get it.
Yeah, so,
No
are
offense,
we sending our football kids home every day with their football equipment, and are we rearranging our practices that they're practicing at 6 o'clock in the morning so they can practice, go home, shower, and then go to school, right? So, again, there's a lot of things you can and can't do. We're gonna be creative, obviously, we're gonna try and make sure everybody is safe and healthy, and we're gonna do the best we can with what we have, so, but that's where we're at.
All righty, any other matters anyone else wants to bring before the board?
Wait, where are we at? Did I just? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, we have to,
Did we vote on
we
10?
have to vote.
We voted on 10.
Okay,
All
so we're
right,
on
all
11.
right, we're voting on, sorry,
2 and 11.
we're voting on 11 and then you can speak. I spoke.
Roll call vote.
Yes.
Mr. Alfred.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Morris.
Yes.
Mr. Stevens.
Yes.
Mr. Rosaro.
Yes.
Mr. Venler.
Yes.
Mr. Fox.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah, so
Lizette.
I'm currently, the representative for the, Education Services Commission, but due to a change in my work schedule because of the pandemic, I'm not really doing meetings anymore, and so we're going to bring a second as an alternative for, completely whatever.
What time are their meetings and where?
They are now 4:30 on some Wednesdays, I think the next one is.
Yeah, they meet like 4:30 on Wednesdays, and it's every other month.
Is there anyone that wants to step up to the plate every other month?
Are they virtual right now?
Yes, they're
So,
perfect.
I mean, I might be able to substitute on an occasion, but I tried to help with another committee at 4:30 and then reality set in, so.
Yeah, I used to be able to just watch them go through from work to the first meeting, but now.
Where is it at? I'm sorry.
And Services Commission
Oh,
up
the
the door?
122 there?
No, it's out of, they're at the ESC building off of Findorn Avenue down by Vanville.
But right now they're virtual.
Oh, I should be. I can do.
Okay, so just
you-
the two of you connect.
Do we need a formal appointment on that, Mike?
Yeah, for next week.
Or for next meeting?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do it at the next meeting, so we're good.
And you'll just send me the
Yeah.
Thank you. You can still have first dibs though. I'll be the backup.
There you go. All right, seeing nothing else, open to the public for anything and everything.
Hello, Lauren Paxton, President of the Association. I just want to thank you all for doing the next best thing. Going virtual is probably the safest thing to do right now. but going half day is the next best thing. We don't have the lunches in the room. We don't have students with masks off, and this is the next best thing. And like you were saying, it actually, this half-day schedule gives us more time to hone in on the students that need that extra catch-up time from the spring. So I just want to say thank you for doing the next best thing.
Seeing no one else, oh, sorry.
We have no online comments.
Hi, Kelly Hellman, I teach at Smalley. I just wanted to know, is there going to be a policy for the students' type of like style of masks that they're going to have to wear?
I didn't hear.
Or is there going to be a policy for the type of mask students are allowed to wear?
Right now it's cloth.
Right now, it's cloth.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We did buy some clear ones for special ed population, but
I did read CDC says you can use the surgical masks.
no, we got actual clear ones, you can see.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if someone came in surgical mask, they feel that, but they're not requiring because some people just can't buy them, they can't find them.
Well, we've also been collecting, and we have lots of donations, so that should be covered.
Any other questions from the public?
Should we just make a comment about like that we're only allowed to have 25 people?
In the meeting?
Yes, just because there were people waiting to come in that we don't want them to think that.
By law, we are only allowed to have 25 people inside for this Board of Education meeting, and that includes us.
But I do have the forms out.
But we do still have the ability for anyone to go virtual, to sign in, as they've been doing since.
Because we know there was some people, but it was already, it does seem ridiculous. It's not.
Yeah.
Just.
So if anyone, you know, in the future, we say if you could just do it from home and make sure you get your questions, or there are no questions online at this point. So I am going to make a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Mr. Valera, second.
Second.
Ms. Morris, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, well, best of luck at the start of your unusual 2021 school year.
Either